Good morning and welcome to Fernvalley Farm's beekeeping channel. I can't talk this morning. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. If you're looking for beekeeping videos, this is the place to be. So hit this little button right here, that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it, and you won't miss a thing. Okay, what we're gonna do, this is actually, I was gonna wait on this. This was an update, and I did the video actually yesterday on this Hive 3. I'll link that video at the end of this. This is the one that I think they superseded the Queen. All I had was drone brood and nothing else. Maybe 1 or 2 eggs, and that was about it. Well, I checked it yesterday and absolutely nothing. All they're doing is storing pollen and nectar, and that's it. Not one, I didn't see 1 egg anywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm cutting this hive in half. And in the other video, I was asking for people's thoughts on that, but I wanna get this done. It's still early enough in the year, I got plenty of time for growth. So what I'm gonna do is just split it in half. I'm gonna pull out some of those frames that have nectar and pollen and replace those with new frames and frames that are already drawn out. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to get the queens and I'm gonna requeen them and be done. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna separate these two. Like I said, I'm gonna pull frames out that just have pollen and nectar, and that's it. Replace them with drawn frames, some new frames. I'm gonna checkerboard everything in. It's gonna be kind of like making a split. So I'm just taking this thing and cutting it in half. There's a ton of bees in here. Hopefully this doesn't backfire on me. I don't think it will. Here again, any thoughts, comments, leave them below. Let me know. So let's get into this really quick here. And then I don't know what happened. So I'm about to upset their world here. And the only thing that's kind of bad about doing this too, a lot of it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30. A lot of the foragers are out. A majority of them are going to come back to this hive. I'm going to lock this other hive in so they can't get out. And then you put branches and stuff in front of it to try and let them reorientate themselves. But I'm going to leave it closed off for a while. We're going to see how this works. Can you see this okay? Lots of bees. And I gotta get the bees out of this super also. Good morning, girls. I'm about to separate you guys. So I'll show you this when I get it to the other hive. And this box is really heavy. Oh my God. This top box weighs a ton. There's a lot of nectar in here. Okay, here's an empty frame. I'm going to leave this. Oh, come on. I kind of like to pop them all loose right away. All nectar and pollen. A little bit of honey on this frame. I've got some new frames here. We're going to drop one. Drop some new frames. We're just going to slide some of this over. I know what's on these frames. I looked at them yesterday. Not a whole lot. But I am going to put in some. That's all just honey they're capping. And pollen. Okay, this frame is empty. I'm going to turn this around. There's nothing in this frame at all. So that one's wide open. And this one's okay. Actually, you know what? This frame here, that's open. Move this over. Put that right. I like these shaker tubs. This works out really well. Okay. Straw in here. We're going to cover her back up. We'll get They're being pretty nice today. I shouldn't say that too loud. This is a thick frame. That thing is just full of honey and nectar. We're going to replace that. Look at all the honey they're storing here. So I'm going to leave this one on the outside. There's all kinds of honey and so we got a brand new frame there. We're going to move that over. Oh my God. That one's packed with honey too. Which honey is a good thing, but at the moment I don't want honey. I want to see larvae and brood. And we're going to put this pollen, which is good. We need pollen, but we need larvae. What I'm doing is I'm giving her space to lay too. Okay, this one has got room. It's got some honey on it. It's got pollen. I'm gonna leave. Shoot. Let's come back to that one. Guys are making this difficult on me here. Yeah, I'm going to take these out. You set your frames on the ground, just do it very gently. That's an old frame. Okay, that one's got room to work. Trying to get these queen cages and stuff in is going to be interesting because the queens, where I'm getting them from, their cages, they come in huge cages. There's nectar, so I'm going to move this frame, which has nothing. I'm going to put this on the outside. I'm trying to keep empty frames kind of in the middle. Put the honey frames to the... Just very gently brushing these girls down in there. I know I'm rocking your whole world. Oh, this frame is heavy. Put this okay, I'm short a ventilation box, but for right now, I'll put this on here. I'm trying to get all the rest of the bees I got back in here. Let me put this back like this for a minute. Let me just... Yeah, these frames all got to get brought up to the house. It's funny, I brought a bunch of frames up to my barn. I had a couple of frames with honey in them. I brought them up, put them up in the barn, had them covered up with a towel. They found them. Amazing how they could find this. That's fine. Let them settle in. You see there's bees on the outside, a little confused, not sure what to do. For right now, what I'm going to do is block this entrance off till I get back. I wish I had a smaller... Oh, you know what I got? I got my reducers. Hold on. I'm going to put this on for right now. The other hive, I'm not worried about it because the forages are in there, they'll stay in there. This hive, let's just do it this way. I just kind of want to leave them in there just for a couple hours locked in, let them kind of get used to their new surroundings. Then when I come back, I just kind of want to leave them locked in, let them just kind of get used to where they're at. And then what I'm going to do when I come back and put the queen in, I'm going to put a bunch of tree branches in front of it. So they kind of got to work their way through it. And that helps them reorientate where they're at. Some of these bees are probably going to go back, and that's fine. So any questions on this or thoughts, don't hesitate to let me know. I hope this works. It should. All right, I'm going to go get queens, and I will be right back. All righty, we're back. I got my queens. We're going to try and do this really quick. Oh. Actually, I'm going to take one of these frames. I'm going to take one of these frames out because these cages are so wide, you can't get it in there. They know there's a queen in there. Gonna cover them back up. the hole of the inner cover, and I can just look right down in there and see if she's out. For the ventilation box, put the roof back on. See you in 14 days, girls. All right, we're gonna come, now let's go to the other one. Same thing. We'll take the cork out. Remember, when you take your cork out, don't let the bees out. It's best to use mini marshmallows. They work better. I'm just using, we had it in the house, I'm out of mini marshmallows, so. I'm sure there's bees from over there that came back here, and that's fine. Oh, where are all my hive tools? Oh, it's right there. I'm probably going to do the same thing, take one frame out, because these cages are so wide. Obviously, there's more bees in this hive. Let's put the cage on there and see what they do. You see they're on it, they're not trying to sting her, so that's good. So what I'm going to do, look out. Be careful, you don't drop it in. Then you gotta go fishing for it. Get off there, get down there. I like to save as many bees as possible. Okay. Well, okay, I've pissed everybody off, but they'll get over it. You can hear how loud that is now. Hive number 8. 8 came out of hive number 3. I have a book, like you buy those, like those, oh, they're like memo books. They use them for school, and they got like the black and white on them. You know, I just use those, you know, the black and white covers. I have one of those for every single hive. And after a while, you lose track of what's going on out here. So, number 8 came out of number 3, Carniola Queen, new Carniola Queen. You can hear how loud that hive was. This one wasn't quite as loud. But I know there's no queen anywhere. There's not one egg anywhere. So I will wind up putting the one frame back in once she's released in both of these hives. there's just not enough room. You gotta make sure when you put your queens in, you put them facing straight down so the cages at the screens at the bottom, so the bees can get all around it. You stuff that marshmallow in there. It'll take them probably 2 or 3 days to get through it. My girls are being nice, so I don't gotta wear this. As soon as I say that, I'll have somebody come after me. Beautiful out. Today's a perfect day to do this. It's sunny. It's about 70. It's supposed to be in the low 90s, but not as humid. But there's that hurricane down south. I guess that's working its way up this way. We just get rain, obviously, from it. But tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the mid upper 90s, like dew point of 70. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to be cold anymore, but when it gets that humid, it's just like, ugh. Then it's supposed to drop right back down into the 70s again. It's gonna be beautiful weather, mid 70s, no humidity. Anyways, different story. My girls, okay, we'll just see what happens. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come back in 14 days. I'm gonna start a new book on this hive. I will check it in a couple days. Once that queen's released, I'm gonna put that other frame back in. There are obviously more bees in this hive than that hive, and that's fine. You knew some of the workers were gonna get back and find their way back. But I've got that blocked off, and yeah, I wanna do that really quick. All right, what I'm gonna do here is I got a bunch of twigs and sticks. I'm just gonna put them right in front of this entrance. I'm gonna open this entrance up to the regular 4-inch, but I'm gonna put these in front of it. And the whole point of it is, this is when the bees come out, they're like, what's this? This is something brand new. They reorientate themselves to this hive. That's the theory anyways, if they read the book, right? That one there. So now there's something different blocking their entrance. Obviously they're coming in and out the top. Okay, actually what I'm going to do, here, get back in there. I'm going to cover up that upper entrance just for a day, and I'm going to take it out. So yeah, just till tomorrow morning, I'm going to pull that tape off. I don't want all these forager bees to go running back to the other hive. I want them to stay in there. They've got a queen in there. The nurse bees, whatever nurse bees are in there, will be taking care of her. And we'll see what happens. I've got a huge mess I got to clean up out here, but I'll come back and do it later. I'm tired. I unloaded like 300 bales of hay this morning. I still got to stack them, but I unloaded them. I'm going to leave it. I feel kind of bad if they're trying to get back in, but they can still go in the bottom entrance. So, let's see what the other hive looks like. You can see there's pretty good activity. Obviously, I'm not going to block the bottom of this hive off because the forager bees that are in there, they know that's their hive. But the ones over here, I want to try and keep them over there. So we'll leave it for 24 hours. So anyways, any thoughts or comments on this whole thing, let me know. Leave the comments below. I'm curious. This should work. Like I said, there was nothing but pollen and nectar. That was it. So I put some blank frames in there. I took one of the frames out, obviously. I'm going to put that back in as soon as those queens are out, because it is those. I don't know why they make those cages so wide. They don't fit. If you're in a 10-frame box, you got to take a frame out. Even if you try and push them all the way to the corner, they're still so tight to wedge in there. But a couple of days ain't going to kill them having one less frame. So, and you can see the bees were kind of nice to the queens. They were all over the cage, but they weren't trying to sting it, so that's good. Yeah, that hive is not quite as loud as it was a little while ago. When I opened that up, that thing was roaring, which means they know they're queenless. So anyways, we'll just see what happens. So like I said, any questions, comments, thoughts, let me know, whatever. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you learned something from this. We will come back in 14 days and we will check this, and obviously we'll do an update on it. And we'll monitor this hive all through the summer. So anyways, questions, comments, please leave them. Do me a favor, support the channel. Hit the subscribe button right here. When you hit that button, hit the little bell next to that subscribe button. You'll get notified when when every one of these videos come out. Thumbs up are always appreciated. And I will talk to you guys with this hive anyways in 14 days. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.